And here we go. Side F, the final mission in this no KO ghost run of Splinter Cell Blacklist. You all know who I am, and we have dropped in Denver, where we have one last mission in our crusade against Sadiq and the engineers. We'll quickly head for some cover here to wait out these snipers that are overlooking to the railings to our right, which we're going to make a break for once we're in the clear. And speaking of which, we're in the clear, so we'll quickly make our way over and take some cover and hop on in a second here. So speaking of Denver, the NHL playoffs are on. And yeah, the Avalanche made it to the second round after 4-0ing the Nashville Predators. So, you know, go Avalanche, I guess. I'm not really rooting for any teams, but specifically, but I'd like to see the Avalanche go to the finals this year. It's been a while since they've actually won a cup, and I think them as a team has a lot of potential and a lot to prove. So then Florida, I'd like to see Florida go back to the finals as well. I could see that. Colorado Avalanche and Florida Panthers, that would be something. But yeah, we're only in the second round, so we'll have to wait for that. In the meantime, we'll wait and watch and see. But in the meantime, we'll be opening and closing vents, because those vents, we need to make sure all those vents stay closed. Even one being left open and spotted by a guard will set them off as suspicious. So keep those closed, and we'll make for the cover here in a second. Yeah, this is all post commentary. So I was planning on redoing this mission in a live commentary, but the audio corrupted. So you know, what can you do? So all right, so we'll wait for the heavy to turn around, and then we'll continue on our way. Now, in terms of, there we go, watch him, as I was saying. In terms of which mission do I like the best out of Blacklist, this right here is probably the best mission, in my opinion. Side F, it's, as far as like ghost and stealth options, it's definitely the best. It definitely has the most challenge. And as far as level design goes, it's, again, probably one of the best missions. It's not hard to beat out many missions in Blacklist as far as stealth goes. When, I mean, your only real competition is probably the Chicago mission and the London mission. Those two are probably the only other ones that offer a real ghost experience, and Side F is probably the top of the top. Probably followed by Consumption, and then Abandoned Mill, I would say. Only because Abandoned Mill has that kind of forced detection kind of deal. But the one in Operation Consumption is probably the better of the two out of those. But anyway, we will continue on here, waiting. Just have to wait out these lasers. Not much else to talk about, not much else to do. I like how if you've played co-op before and you listen closely, you can clearly tell that you're playing as Briggs, even before it's revealed that he's, you know, the one you're playing as in the mission, in the cutscene. But I find that funny, how you can listen to his specific grunts. And up we go. There we go. We'll drop down and shimmy over a little bit, and up we go. Now, if you watched my ghosting Side F video, which is, well, the only difference here is our outfit and the fact that we don't have any sticky EMPs or sticky noisemakers. There's one particular section that will give me some trouble, and I found out a new way to to maneuver through it, so I'll get to show it off here in a second. So we have this heavy. Ooh, heavy? No, that's a thermal guy, a commando. Goodness. We'll wait for him, and we'll close the door behind us. And there we go. So right here. No. Will I not face them? There we go. The guy on the left there, he comes around to where we are in a second, and we have to delay him from looking at us in order to progress further. So you'll see what I conjure up here in a little. I think it's a smart play. I didn't think about it until, you know, doing the mission. I'm like, oh yeah, that'll work. Because using a sticky cam would alert everybody to try to use as a noisemaker, and I don't have anything else, I'll just whistle at him. Because usually I'll throw a sticky noisemaker behind him to alert him to turn around, but instead we'll just make him walk into the darkness and we'll scooch on by nice and easy. And we'll quickly grab this pipe here and move out of reach. Out of reach, out of sight. Out of sight, out of reach, out of mind. We'll clear the tags, and then we'll walk back. That guy will eventually come back around, but we won't have to worry too much about him because we'll be in the shadows. And then we'll make for this elevator here. Nice and simple. Same as the ghosting side F video. If you watch that one, you pretty much know the procedure. And you see I go over here into the slight shadows as this guy comes up behind us. And yes, believe it or not, he will not see us there. Neither of them will see us because, you know, this game is amazing in many ways. We'll let them both walk away and then we'll move on. Perfect. This next section is fun and pretty straightforward, not too much to it. Just have to go down, hack the objective, and then sneak on through. And yeah, I turn around to notice how glitched the rope is. That was kind of funny. Good to see 2013 game still polished as ever. Good job, Ubisoft. We'll slide on down. Well, since this is nearing the end of this ghost run, I'm kind of trying to think of, you know, what else should I do, you know, moving forward in the channel and whatnot. So I have a few things planned. Maybe I'll do some more Splinter Cell, but I kind of want to diversify out, do a couple of different games. So we'll see what I've come up with. I actually have one recorded right now, and then that guy just walked right through his friend there. That's great. Good old Ubisoft. Anyways, yeah, I got some. I'll cook something else up, something different, maybe something familiar. Maybe I'll play through Pandora tomorrow, or maybe I'll make a Chaos 3 run that doesn't have complete terrible quality. If you watch the live stream, you would know. Now you're going to hear them in the background here. Don't worry about that. We're still ghosts as far as concerning. The AI is just going to randomly decide to want to search anyways, despite the fact that we're actually good and we're not detected whatsoever. It always just happens for whatever reason. Like I said, this game is perfect. No flaws whatsoever. Alright. Now, well, those two guys will come in together and talk. This is the most, that's kind of the pairing you want. If they come walking together or side by side, that's kind of the only other AI they have. You kind of want them to meet together because it helps you in this first room. So it just helped that I, flubbed up the mission twice to, reset it to that. So, it's not cheating if you, fail twice beforehand, right? Right. I mean, you can always distract them anyways. And that tag marker was floating over his head, oddly. This game's perfect. Now this is the only spot in the entire game where you have to use an EMP shaft to hit the TVs behind you so you can escape. And there, of course, there's that guy there who is guarding.
What does that mean in practical terms? Once the door's shut, the bunker's airtight. Nothing gets in.
Maybe not. Maybe I'll escape. Oh, never mind. I end up escaping.
That's what we're here for.
Never mind, you don't have to use an EMP. Look at that. Only a whistle. Huh. Only the best stealth here, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot. I forgot that I did that with no EMP shaft. There you go. All those tools and gadgets are not required. Just need to use your voice for a quick... I shouldn't have done that. I can't whistle. I'm sorry I subjected you guys to that. Continuing on, making sure those vents are closed, because again, as I said before, I'll reiterate, if one of those vents is seen open by a guard, you might as well go Panther, you might as well restart. I'll go on alert. And now we'll just have to sit in the darkness for another few seconds while this guy makes his rotation. Stare at the TV. Yep. Just another day being a terrorist. Staring at a TV. Staring at a bathroom window. Bathroom door. Commentary is hard. At least that's what I tell myself. And then I get into it, and I can commentate just fine. I'll mark the heavy. Try to mark the heavy. Come on. There we go. Mark the heavy through his body. And then walk around. We'll wait patient. Oh no, he's just going to continue on his way. I think what's funny is that they never notice that it turns from, green to red, to signify that something's wrong. Now here, there's a heavy patrolling these halls, so we have to be careful to avoid him. And there he is. He's scaring me. This bright hallway and a heavy, it doesn't matter if they have really bad vision in their peripheral, but they can still spot you. I think I can get away with nice and quick here. Yep, there you go. Nice and quick evasion. Whew. And we will hit the last objective here in a second. Now, let me ask you a question. How many of you know Sadiq's actual intentions? His plans. How many of you actually know that? So, I'm going to let you take a listen. You tell me how many of you actually knew all this.
1, 2, 3. Hello, America. My name is Majid Sadiq. I am the leader of the group you call the Engineers. And I want to thank you.
All right, I've got a level. Keep going.
That was all right?
You're just helping me test the soundboards. You're not actually giving the speech. Now keep going.
Today, you and your president have given me everything I ever wanted.
You're gonna tell Sadiq he wrote his speech wrong? Just shut up and keep reading.
That will come with time. No, today, you have given me something greater. Through your panic, your foolishness, and your greed, you have given me the key to all of your secrets. Your launch codes, the names of your spies, your secret bases, I have them all.
Keep going, keep going.
And I will use that information, I will sell that information, I will take that information and bring you and those like you to your knees. You have spent centuries subjugating the world. It is time you felt the sword.
And there you go. Sadiq is as basic as every other villain in Splinter Cell. I want to take down the US and I want to make a huge profit. Oh. Well, it gets more character development if you collect all the dead drops. Oh yeah, did you remember those? Did you collect all of those? Did you collect all the dead drops and listen to the final one where Sadiq talks about his past career in MI6 and nightmares and blah 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 blah? I bet you didn't. But yeah, that kind of sells Sadiq a little short here on being a villain, which kind of sucks because, I mean, he's one of the better ones, but even still. Not to mention, we're about to put a curveball in his entire plans. In 3, 2, 1. You, sir, are screwed.
Sam, Briggs, it's Grim. We're back up.
Why isn't air circulating? Do you copy?
Ventilation is...
Yeah, you pull that karambit, Sadiq.
You are very tenacious. Where's Fisher?
Right behind you.
Oh, God.
Our poor Secretary of Defense, man. And this is it.
You have not thought this one through.
Sadiq's entire plan ruined.
Because
In
you're
5,
we both know you
4,
don't have that in you.
3, 2, 1.
I'm sorry.
Old guy bites the dust, and you have none of the US's codes.
This is Majid Sadiq, the leader of the men.
Good job, Mr. Super Smart Super Spy. Your entire plan hinged on an old guy not kicking the bucket.
There are snipers out there just waiting for you to make a stupid mistake.
Yeah. The story's never been Splinter Cell's strong suit. They've been okay, but come on.
Stop him any way you can.
Alright, fine. 1 KO for this, 1 KO for this mission, I guess. Oh, you know what's also kind of dumb? You know that pistol that we have that's supposed to have no ammo? Those all can't be blanks, right? Oh no, Briggs.
Briggs is down. Sadiq's making a run for it.
Briggs, an M16 just appeared in my back. Here, you can have it.
Grim, get Briggs a medic now.
Do I pop a couple shots at Sadiq?
Going after Sadiq.
I don't think I do.
Copy. We're on it.
This ends here! We are just getting started!
Oh no, we used up the last round after reloading 2 magazines. A little bit of oversight, but you know, what can you do? And Sadiq is about as blind as Helen Keller there. Goodness, broad daylight and he missed us? What can you do? That wasn't a funny joke, I apologize. To you, obviously. The viewer. Why would I apologize to anyone else? And now, Sam, with years of military and Krav Maga experience, what will he do? Go for the arm, instead of any weak point, like the nuts, or clapping his head. Blow out his lung. He's okay, because Splinter Cell logic. And the wound is only on his arm, despite the fact that that was clearly a shot to his upper lung, and he should be bleeding out. And you can just pop up behind me anytime, Sadiq. You know how this works, right? Come on. Pop up behind me. There we go.
You fucker!
Give me that. And mash. Slice, dice, and the mission's over. Mission accomplished. We've won, quote unquote. If you can win at espionage and
There's always another option.
secret military operations. And that's it. As the blood dries in the snow, we have completed this series of No KO Splinter Cell Blacklist. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series, and I hope you're excited for what's coming up next. I know I am. Anyways, take care, guys. Bridget signing off.